Hi, welcome back. This is Kaskharian, playing Shadowrun Returns, Dead Man Switch. And we are off to our first mission. We need to take care of some gangers, and I'm pretty much thinking that we are going to get our ass handed to us. I don't know why, but it seems that the skills that I picked up from our wound increases damage by 1. Critical damage percentage visible. It seems that the points that are taken into willpower can equip killing hands, can equip magic resistance, can equip manifest, key focus, but I don't see it anywhere. So are they abilities that I need to buy? Because they certainly aren't in my spell slots. So it must be. And as long as I don't have it in my spell slots, the key fighter is basically just a useless runner. That wouldn't happen in any of the other games, that's for sure. Run in the Seattle Sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business. The Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog slum, and a dash of tourist trap, and you got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. My stash is just around the corner. Okay, what corner? Dwarves are my favorite. Okay, seems like this is his stash. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a Mac card reader on the front. Open the safe. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. That's lucky, I guess. Killing hands. Okay. I'll be in. Wow. Wow, I nearly died right there. So let's see. Okay, so I have my killing hands equipped already. So I can. Do I have to use this, or does it work automatically? Physical adept. Passive unarmed damage increased by 4. Active unarmed damage increased by a further 6 to 4 rounds. So I might as well use it, right? Oh, it costs 1 AP to use. But we shouldn't we? Okay, so we use this killing hands, damage plus 10. Wow, that's a lot. I can't run over here though. That sucks. So we just have to punch this guy. Wow! Okay. I guess it's dead. I'm definitely going back cover. So let's see, what is your specialty? You can actually hit this guy. You can hit this guy anyway. Okay! Wow. Easy. So, welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Good. Dead drops are so hard to keep. Well, at least they were too dumb to break my maglock. Now that you got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Okay, we should be able to do that now that I got my killing hands. Which was my main worry. The man before you appears well-mannered but nervous. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight and we need some help. And what's your problem? Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them anymore, but no one would stand up to them. Lone Star isn't about to get involved. Well, how many are there and how much are you paying? I think there's only 2 of them right now. I can't talk about price, but Mrs. James will surely reward you fairly. I'll do what I can. Where did the market say it was? Oh, thank you. Just keep heading north. You'll see it at the end of the street. And north, I guess, is this way. Yes? Sarah? Apparently. Her clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Hey, it's not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Why? What's going on? Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again. She points to the south. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down the street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are those are the guys we're after. Sounds like a friendly bunch. Are you going to be safe out here? She laughed. You think I'm dumb enough to get caught out in the open by one of those assholes? Nah, I know these streets like the back of my hand. Worry about your own skin. Anything else I should know? Well, the leader's a big old troll named John Paul. Real piece of work, even for a wiener. Yep, that's him. They're going to be in a route for the prize. You might want to clear out. She looks you over the nose. Don't need to worry about me. I know how to lay low. They're a tough bunch, though. Don't say I didn't warn you. No, I think I did not. It's quite early to go into a fight with them. Just yet. If we could collect just a bit more. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world whenever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barons. So, head thug, I guess, but we barely have anything left. The thug attempts to use his bulk, not my problem, pay up by morning or else, and hit his breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm, but you can see the thug's patience fading fast, and he looks like he's about to start breaking things. Who the hell are you? And see, if I'd taken Etiquette Gang, I could persuade him to do something else. Bet your mom's real proud of you right now. I heard about you, why don't you piss off? You ain't a Halloweener, why don't you buzz off? Business, dusting you is going to get me paid. I knew you were just looking to cause static. Dash, ice. Static, ice this lady. No, didn't say. That's what he said. And now... Oh! Mage. Thug. Head. Thug. So I'll be going after the mage, I guess. Badoosh. So she's almost dead. Does he have... Oh, he's a shaman, right. Heal wound. How wounded is... I'm not taking that much damage. A line of fire controlled by the casting direct at one target. Deal 12 damage. So he has what? 10 HP or something? 10 HP. Ooh, I didn't take any HP damage, did I? At the end of combat, I will heal the last damage that I took. So that's not so bad. Gadoosh. Not enough to get close. So weak, 3 damage, it's not much. Now we can get into punch him right in his face. Yeah, take that, fuckface. Speak with the bullet merchant. Is that optional? I think I'll just speak to the bullet merchant. Karma gained 1. I cannot thank you enough. I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our way in the world. The shopkeeper holds out a few nuyen. Please, it's the least we can do. Take the nuyen. Thank you. So that will help us a bit, actually. That 1 karma we got. That means we can get the second point in unarmed, so we will be easier to hit people, right? Increase the chance for greater than normal damage when using fist to attack. Okay, so I will actually deal more damage. Important. Okay. So we are slowly getting a character that is becoming deadlier and deadlier. That's not bad. Don't hurt me. I wasn't planning on anything. So how can we go to this? So we need to get in there. That's where they are. And I think there's a lot of them. Hey, asswives, take another step forward and we're going to plant you right there. This is Halloween property now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake. Bad idea, chummer. The Halloweeners are collecting that bounty. And killing you? Well, that'll be a nice bonus. Ouch. Is it a shaman? It's a no, it could be a mage. Ow! Don't do that. Okay. Same procedure. Let's go play whack-a-mole. That's that's so funny. To me, at least. Let's see. Broosh. So that's 2. So they have their mage pick. He spends all of his movements not running, apparently. You're dead, Jake. Am I now? Let's see. We up your accuracy, and then we'll get closer, right? Yeah. Ow! Well, not even ow, it was a weak attack. So, let me show how it's done. Punch to the face. Another punch to the face. And he's dead? Wow! Whoa, uncle, I was just playing with you. I'll call off the rest of the Halloweeners, Jake. Call it even, yeah? Dirtbags like you don't need second chances. Nope, they don't. Take a fireball to the face. Okay, that was easier than I remembered. Okay, karma gained. I am playing on normal. I could be playing on hard or very hard. But anyway, it's not that much to play anyway. We just need to get through this game, see what I have in store. Oh, the murder scene. Right. Damn the donut man. The smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burnt soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll working the stand is covered in foot stains older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? I'll take a jelly donut and a soy calf. Enjoy. Did you see the murder across the alley? No, I was closed when it happened. But hey, it's the Barons. A back alley killing's nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this river business is that some of the victims are real people, you know, folks with sins. What can you tell me about the Barons? The Barons? Well, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Touristwell, though, and I suppose it's the closest thing around here to be respectable. Fewer markings, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Now behind me, there's the Seamstresses Union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here? The Union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they're party. Mrs. Kabuta owns the joint and she's quality. A hard woman, but fair. I'll see you around. Bobby. Hey, Chummer. Got some tasty morsel for you. Just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in his pocket. Let me see what you have. So, he's selling us junk. We don't need that. But should we sell something though? We don't need the baseball bat, so we might as well sell this. That's a lot of basic medikits. I won't be using grenade that much, but it's handy to, in case we need it, right? Anyway. Sally. Let's see. That should be everyone. The dwarf merchant is packing up. Nice then, I'm close, come back tomorrow. You got a great view of that alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder that happened there? She grunts. Sure, I was closing when I heard a serious explosion from behind the Union. A couple seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street, didn't get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. And let me guess, you didn't go running over to see if the guy was okay. Hell no, round here that kind of thing gets you killed. Thank you for your time. No problem. Okay, let's go to the crime scene. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights up ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting the corp issue bounty, and the one in my head isn't going away anytime soon. He sighs. Sorry, friend. I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take you in where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Likewise, Jake. Give me a call when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. He starts to leave until he said, Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink. That's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operation for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this river business. Well, nice knowing you. Jake turns and disappears into the shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalked outline and dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. I keep telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley, or I'm gonna die in the cold tonight. And I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation, and I can't let anyone in here. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage. I got a job to do. Find a new blanket or you'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical, I hate you all, you pigs. He looks in your direction. Now what? Okay. I did buy some donuts and some soy calf, so I can give it to him. I could lie, I could just simply bribe him. If I had the etiquette, security would be easy for me to get in. But I will be trying to use this item. Long night, eh? You looked cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy calf for you. Hey, thanks! The officer's face lights up as he takes a sip. He seems pretty trusting for an officer of the law. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government. He said folks would buy him coffee all the time, but I ain't seen it till now. So, what can I do for you? I'm actually working for the dead man to help find his killer. Can I come into the alley and look around a bit? Your client is the chalk line? That's messed up, woman. But I respect it. Okay, but don't mess anything up. Not that anyone would likely notice, because the forensics aren't coming back. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of... testicles? I didn't get it. Anyway, I need to read faster. This looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area. As you shuffle the bundle of clothes to the side, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds of the blanket. It's bar tab receipt from the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3 a.m., right around the coroner's reported time of death. The customer, Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Pick up the coat and blankets. Yes. There are two distinct sets of footprints. A human's ending at the chalk outline and a large set, probably awkward troll. Wow, it's so fast! I'm following just behind the first. Okay. This work light is new. You can see that all of the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon close inspection, it seems that they were all imploded, as if some sort of... Really? And I can't read it again. Anyways, I got some karma apparently, but I didn't get to read it. Find the coyote. I have some karma to spend at least. Well, I'm contemplating whether or not it should be in strength or in willpower at this moment. Let's see. In willpower, used to calculate chance to hit with magical attacks, also used to reduce the chance to be hit by animal magical attacks. So it's also a magical defense. The next thing I can equip would be stride, so I can run faster, which will be beneficial at some point. Can equip Counter-Strike, but I don't even have any of these yet. So maybe we should just go with the strength. Yeah, I think we will. Used to calculate chance to hit with melee. So there we go. Okay, so we can return the things to this guy. The Syrians have not been kind to this man, but they also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, the one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis.
You, I saw you over there with that red bastard cop. What do you want?
I think this coat and these blankets belong to you. Know anything about the murder took place here? Squints at you suspicious.
You're a copper? Or working for some corp?
Nope, I'm as sinless as you. Mind answering a few questions?
Hey, what makes you think I'm sinless? Ha! Just messing with you, 'cause I'm sinless. System ID number my ass. That kind of question you got?
Did you see the murder?
Nope. I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Mrs. James up at the market. Can carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. But then, that jerk-faced in uniform had already set up shop in my alley.
So it sounds like you live in this alley.
Sure, for the last couple of months, I've been sleeping there. But I spend my days out doing odd jobs for the street merchants, or panhandling tourists over near the seamstresses' main union.
What else did you see that night?
Well, you know, earlier in the night, I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy cafe for a dad over there. He seemed nervous, and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware.
Can you tell me about the troll's cyberware?
Well, it was big, and I think it must have had some hospital attachment because I saw some needles. It was a lot like one I saw back in 44, when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me. Let me tell you, never trusted one of them cyber people.
I think this coat and these blankets belongs to you.
My stuff! Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here.
That's all I need to know. Thanks.
See you around.
So we were just being decent people. Anyway, let's talk to Dan the man. The smell of fried food, powdered sugar, blah blah blah.
What gonna get you, chummer?
You served some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night?
Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know how Lone Star Profile is made of humans. I tell them about a troll that bought donuts from me right before a murder. They'll haul him in just to see if anyone will pay the bail. Not today, my friend.
I'll see you around. Racism, yay. Seamstresses Union. You're about to leave the Barrens and enter the Seamstresses Union. Would you like to proceed? I would, yes. The Seamstresses Union. Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity. Bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it is like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive-barred denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps to themselves. So it's a brothel, mainly, but also a bar and much more than that. So, let's see. Let's talk to you, Cherry Bomb. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and a perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. She gets on her toes to look over the bar at you and smiles big. Hey down there, haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? I found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. She here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? No, she shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the steel of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Jerry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there and it's real. The last thing happened lost down the block, and now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherubim, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PH freaking D from UE University something in neuro prosthetics studying under Ojimans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips that are faster way for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking it. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard this all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. Cherubim's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectation. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I choose them over any of your brotherhood members. Now, boss, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherubim turns her back on him. Sorry I got interrupted. Boyfriend fight religion? Something like that. You got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Do I look like a cop? She flutters her eyelashes. No, baby. You look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to spot a Browns that minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? A few questions. Ask away. Do you know this place? Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral and it can be bought, sold, rented or consumed, you can probably find it here. The union seems to attract people like you. Who was that we were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend, he used to work here. And one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him, until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that Drek. Ever hear the name Sam Lodge? Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kubuta. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. No sweat? I don't know what that means. Hey lady, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? I'll take a look. Okay, so armor. Add a adept ninja outfit that grants the very dodge +1. Dressed one step above street ganger grants HP +3. That's not much. Tourist. Just toss it on and head on out. Perfect for working in a shop. Grants intelligence. Charisma, willpower. Basic clothing, secure adept clothing. And we have secure clothing right now. So it's basically the same. So if I'd taken one of these, I would have started with something that made me look like some of that. Anyway, what do we have in cash? We have a lot actually. So we can get the secured ninja clothing. So we can get +1 dodge. That wouldn't be bad. Do we need the intelligence? We don't actually. We might take the willpower, but we lose 1 in armor. Now every point of armor reduces damage by 1. I could take this one as well, but it's too expensive. I'll take the secure ninja clothing though. Yes. Equip. Confirm. Wow, I'm a ninja. Wah wah, with ninja stars. Okay. Kabuta, where are you? I need to find you. Oh, I just saved, by the way. Spend some time. Confirm. Yes, sir. Gin Parks instead of Sparks. The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower. Something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Show me what you got. Weapons. No. Drones. Consumables. Yeah, no. Don't need any of that. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower troll. Tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. Find a place for the architect to put a wall. Load bearing 2. You have business here? Looking into the death dam, watch. Heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. There's a sharpness in Clue's eyes, the look of a man who has seen much and learned wisdom at a young age. I figured Sam was the type who needs to be thrown out on occasion. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't the violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival goo-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. Thanks. No problem. So, Johnny Clean? Hello, Johnny Clean. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, real thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You new? Yeah, first time. Just getting a look at the place. I am. Imagine you've seen all sorts of things in this place, eh? True. Quite true. And I keep my mouth shut about it, too. That's the secret to keeping a job here, and staying alive in general. Gotta work. See you around. Nuke. Mrs. Kabuta. Hello, Nuke. Covered in glowing magic intelligence and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Sean, I was a fool. He looks you in the eye, his other conversation on. You may peruse my magical wares and see the glory. I would like to view your wares. Okay, key casting. Manifest, we already have. No, we don't have that. So we have magic resistance. The adept gains a light cover bonus to magic spells. Weird. A powerful magical punch that ignores armor. That seems relevant. And we'll take the magical resistance too. Maybe we can sell them later. So, yeah. Good. Let's see. Does he have anything else that we need to? Spells. I can't use any of these spells anyway, can I? Conjuring. No. Okay. So that was it. So we got what we needed. So we have basically fully equipped ourselves as much as we could. And he didn't have anything else to sell, so having it on 4 wouldn't have helped us anyway. Mrs. Kubota watches you across the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that there is a mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your peril." Her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. Is it true what they say? Good things come in small packages. Are you enjoying the seamstresses' union? There should be plenty for a woman like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? Business. I suspected as much when you walked in, Nomai. What business do you have with me? I'm looking for information. She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power. Ne? So I've been told. Soka. And why should I help you? Sam watch. I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy. He would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back from him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know him? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here whenever he could beg or borrow enough nuyen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol. It didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fist. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see him on the night of his death? He was here quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is it called the Seamstress Union? During the gold rush, I asked, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain powder and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls through occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. I got one more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. If she's smart, why fear her? Because she is in a dangerous line of work and there is always someone smarter, more prepared. Her room is upstairs. If you are looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is the key. Thank you, ma'am. So, this is a part where if I was a decker, I could actually, decking 2, hack the panel. I would actually be able to lockpick this door and get inside and get some loot of some kind. But I won't. Mostly in the other games, it's not necessary to be a decker yourself. There will always be a character who is a decker that can do stuff like that for you. Let's see. There was something right here. Look like Coyote keeps the clothes in boxes on the floor. A frame painting of the Chicago skyline domed in stylized something. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. Coyote's bed has diary with several papers sticking out of it. Open the diary to the first paper. Receipt and a diary entry. Read the diary entry. Came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fracking ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this cutter Drek keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the seamstresses unit, but he still goes on these runs. With those bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled the Drek like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year, got my bartending license, got this apartment and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than this involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max power pistol from Jen Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns and hot women turn her on. Okay. The paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi Paco. Ever since last week he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartments with a "see you in a few hours, babe." "See you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if he's really going to help for us to avoid the subject and conversation completely, but I have felt better without a constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights, I come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love his little act. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. There's a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. Look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with a caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, and yes, she's smiling. The back of the photograph has shadow scrawled on it. Inspect the receipt. A card. Receipt for special order. 5 pounds of zebra meat from Morris Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. Okay. Receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to combination 342436. Can I see that? Is this it? Input the code found in Coyote's diary. The safe beeps cheerfully in response, and the door comes open. Item picked up. Simply a grenade. Coyote's computer is ancient. Probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust cake fans to spin up, only to display on screen password. Without the password, the only other buttons on screen is the password recovery option. Please answer the 3 security questions to reach the password. Your first childhood pet. Oh, we got some clues, didn't we? What was that? Shadow. That was a picture of a shadow, right? So the first childhood pet must be the snake, right? So shadow. Answer story question. Your favorite musical act. Did we get a hint to that? Welcome to Chicago. Leave the computer. Boxes on the floor. Is there anything in the diary about that? That was the picture. Shadow scrolling it. Okay. Flip to a different page. Was there anything in here? No. There wasn't anything on the first page either, right? There was something about the big guns. No. Okay, that's weird. Maybe we'll need to look over at the Maybe there was a clue over here. There's standard little action moves and cigarette butts. No, that's not actually a clue now, is it? Do we have to guess the shadows? I'm pretty sure that we usually get some kind of hints, something. Maybe something out here can help us. Should we guess? No, I can do that. Maybe it won't matter. A frame painting of Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. It doesn't say anything. Shadow. Concrete Dreams. What is the name of your hometown? I guess Chicago. Answers stored. The security answers were incorrect. Okay, so I can guess at least, but I know Shadow, and we know Chicago because of this one. It's incorrect. Shadow. Elementals. Chicago. Incorrect. Shadow. Shield wall. Chicago. Incorrect. Shadow. Starfire. Chicago. Your password has been reset to blah blah blah. For security, never write down your password. Log in. Yeah. The computer has a basic list of applications. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Okay. Access history. A quick scan of recent searches shows that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry. Someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Was that it? Wait, what? What? Anyway. We did get some experience though. Spent 5 karma. So we've got to have some strength. We can go into close combat, calculate your hit weapons and number. Main component used to calculate the chance to hit. Used to calculate the chance to hit. So basically what this does is just making us better at hitting. But the next one, roundhouse kick, can strike multiple targets in range. That would give us a good boost, allowing us to hit several characters at once. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger, a member of the Cutters. He is a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Have you heard of Morris Meat Emporium? Her face twisting things got. No, I am vegetarian. Did you know Jen Park sold Coyote a gun recently? I'd be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Coyote has a date with Paco at Pike Place Market in the next half hour. If you would go down there, it might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. It should be able to get you there in time. Gambate kudasai. Good luck. Let's talk with Jen Parks. Did you sell a Browning Max Power to Coyote, the bartender? Hey lady, I'm discreet. I don't talk about what my clients or what they buy. That for biz. However, I'm sure she would recommend me if she was a customer, which I'm not saying she is. Of course, I'd expect no less. Listen, Coyote's missing and Mrs. Kabuta asked me to find her. I need to know whatever you know. Whatever Mrs. Kabuta wants, I didn't realize Coyote was missing. She said she expected to encounter some kind of paranormal animal at close range. I recommended the Ares Predator, but she couldn't afford it, so she went with the Browning Max Power. No thanks, not interested. Okay. So obviously she's a fighter of some kind. I'm a ninja! How awesome is that? Look at me. Also, I'm a ninja. And a dwarf, so it's like a cute little ninja boy. Except she's a girl. Right? Anyway, that's it for now. Look at this fun little ninja. Who's a good ninja? Who's a good ninja? Yes, you are going out there to kill people with your fists and put your foot up their asses. Ooh, that's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. You're so cute. I like my little ninja. It was a good choice. It was a good choice. I like that we made an adept. It simply just kicks ass, basically. And punches faces like nobody's business. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. This was all for now. See you later. Bye. Peace.